You don't need to look young to be stylish. You just need to look like the best version of yourself. And that begins with mastering the rules every truly elegant man lives by. They dress with precision, not by accident. Elegance starts with intention, and nothing reveals that faster than fit. Clothes that are too loose suggest neglect. Clothes that are too tight imply you're trying too hard. But a garment tailored to your proportions? That shows a man who understands himself. By the time you're in your 50s, you've earned the right to wear clothes that respect your frame. A suit that hugs the shoulders just right. Trousers that fall perfectly at the ankle. A shirt that doesn't balloon at the waist. These are quiet but powerful signals. Tailoring isn't just for special occasions. An elegant man treats it as standard. A small adjustment at the waist, sleeve, or hem can transform how people perceive you and how you carry yourself. It's a detail many overlook, and exactly why it stands out. The truth is, most men don't notice when their clothes fit poorly, but everyone notices when they fit beautifully. And that's what elegance is, attention to the details that others ignore. You don't have to announce your style. It speaks for itself. Fit isn't about fashion. It's about presence. And presence, gentlemen, is what separates the ordinary from the remarkable. A well-fitted blazer says, "I came prepared." A slouched collar says, "I gave up." You choose what the world sees. They invest in timeless pieces, not fleeting trends. Trends come and go, but elegance is permanent. The well-dressed man over 50 knows better than to chase the latest hype. He builds a wardrobe with pieces that withstand the test of time, both in style and in substance. You don't need 30 shirts. You need 5 that make you feel powerful. A navy blazer. A charcoal suit. Crisp white and light blue dress shirts. Dark denim. Classic polos. These aren't just safe choices, they're smart ones. And they look sharp year after year. Timeless pieces have another power, they reduce decision fatigue. When your closet is filled with items that all work together, dressing becomes effortless. Less stress. More confidence. You spend less, wear better, and look like you know exactly what you're doing. Avoid loud prints, excessive logos, or fads aimed at teenagers. You don't need to signal youth to be admired. You need to signal refinement. Choose clothes that say "I've lived well," not "I'm still figuring it out." Investing in timeless style is not about playing it safe, it's about playing it smart. The man who knows who he is doesn't need to shout. His clothes reflect consistency, not confusion. And that is exactly what makes him unforgettable. They groom with quiet discipline. Style without grooming is unfinished business. You can have the perfect outfit, but if your grooming is sloppy, the whole image crumbles. Elegant men don't obsess over appearance, they maintain it with quiet, consistent discipline. Grooming is about respect. It says, "I care enough to take care of myself." That means a clean haircut, a beard that's shaped, not overgrown. Nails trimmed. Teeth clean. Skin moisturized. Not because it's trendy, because it's dignified. Men over 50 often struggle with changes in skin, hair, and even posture. That's normal, but ignoring these things only accelerates the problem. A smart grooming routine fights back against time without trying to hide age. That's the mark of maturity. Cologne is another signature. But here's the rule: subtle, not overpowering. The goal is to leave an impression, not a cloud. Find a scent that suits your energy, warm, grounded, and classic. Not sweet or synthetic. When you're well-groomed, people won't always know why you look good, they'll just feel that you do. That's elegance at work. You're not doing more. You're doing it better. And better, gentlemen, is what they remember. They master the power of neutrals. If your wardrobe is a voice, then neutrals are its tone: calm, commanding, clear. Elegant men don't rely on flashy colors to make a statement. They rely on the timeless authority of shades that speak softly but carry weight. Colors like navy, charcoal, beige, olive, and ivory don't fight for attention. They complement your features and age gracefully. They're easier to combine. They suit every season. And they let your confidence, not your clothes, do the talking. You don't have to avoid color, but use it with intention. A burgundy sweater layered under a gray coat. A deep green pocket square against a navy blazer. These are accents, not the main act. Neutrals are your foundation. There's a reason every style icon over 50 leans into neutrals. They never age. They adapt, they simplify your choices, and they make coordination almost effortless. You can dress with impact, without ever looking like you're trying too hard. A man in neutrals looks like he's in control of himself, of the moment, of the room. And that's the real power of understated tones. They don't just dress you. They frame your presence like a work of art. They choose shoes like they choose their words. Shoes say everything before you say a single word. For the elegant man, footwear is never a throwaway decision. It's a statement of discipline, attention, and taste. A well-worn pair of leather Oxfords or suede loafers speaks volumes about your standards. It says you pay attention, not just to the big things, but the quiet details most people miss. That's what elegance is all about. Always match your shoes to your outfit's tone, both in color and formality. Brown for day, black for night. Suede for smart casual, polished leather for sharp suits. Never wear athletic shoes outside the gym unless they're purposefully minimalist and clean. Rotate your pairs to let them breathe. Use shoe trees. Polish them regularly. If they're good leather, resole them when needed instead of tossing them out. This not only preserves your style, it sends a powerful message of longevity and care. Think of your shoes like your handshake. They set the tone. Are they firm? Confident? Sharp? Then you are too. A true gentleman knows the foundation of style always begins from the ground up. They use accessories with intention, not excess. Accessories are like punctuation. Used well, they add clarity and flair. Used poorly, they distract and confuse. Elegant men don't decorate themselves, they define their look with quiet touches that complete the ensemble. Start with the essentials: a good leather belt that matches your shoes. A classic watch that fits your wrist without shouting. A pocket square that adds character without screaming for attention. Simplicity is the sharpest tool. Jewelry should be minimal, masculine, and personal. One ring, perhaps a wedding band or family heirloom. A chain if it holds meaning. Cufflinks only when the occasion calls. Every piece should say something about you, not about your budget. Scarves, hats, and bags should follow the same rule: purposeful, tasteful, and well-made. Don't overload. Don't try to impress. Just let each element serve a clear function and elevate your overall presentation. When you choose accessories with thought, you elevate your style without adding noise. That's what separates a man who dresses from a man who builds his image, one refined detail at a time. They know that elegance starts with posture and attitude. No matter what you wear, the way you carry yourself completes the look. Posture is not just about physical alignment, it's about presence. It's the signal your body sends before your clothes even register. Stand tall. Shoulders back. Chin level. Eyes forward. These small adjustments instantly transform how others perceive you and how you feel about yourself. Elegance starts here, in the frame that holds everything else. Attitude, too, is everything. Confidence without arrogance. Kindness without weakness. Listening as much as speaking. These aren't style tips, they're life traits that make a man magnetic, respected, admired. Style doesn't stop at the mirror. It extends into how you greet people, how you walk into a room, how you shake hands or offer a seat. These gestures, done with grace, elevate your elegance far beyond fabric. When your presence matches your outfit, that's when you become unforgettable. That's when people say, "He's got style," without even knowing why. Because elegance isn't worn. It's lived. Elegance isn't a trend. It's a way of showing up in the world, with care, with clarity, with calm authority. And it's never too late to master it. You don't need to chase fashion or reinvent yourself to be stylish. You just need to choose wisely. Dress intentionally. Groom consistently. Carry yourself with quiet strength. These are the real rules every elegant man follows. And remember, maturity is not a limitation, it's your greatest style advantage. You've lived. You've learned. Now it's time to reflect that in every detail of how you dress, move, and lead. This isn't about being noticed. It's about being remembered for the right reasons. Because after 50, true elegance begins. And it starts with you.